what it means to be an American. America is freedom, and freedom is special and rare.
We, the people of this great nation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We, the people of this great nation.
Good morning, my fellow Americans. It is official. The battle for the White House is over. President Trump has conceded in his own way. But do not fear and do not feel bad. Just remember that, like I've said numerous times, we were on the right side of history. We have been on the right side of history. And I want to break this down because I know a lot of people are going through a lot of emotions right now, and we're feeling betrayed, and we should. Every single one of the people that we believed stood for the Republican Party and stood by Donald Trump have come to be typical politicians that just care about themselves. Now, one being Nikki Haley, who was one that I would have seen running in 2024 and me voting for her. She completely lost any support that I would have ever given her. Any support. Just for the simple fact that everyone is coming out and saying that they're disappointed, condemning Donald Trump as if he caused these riots. Let's remember, these are the same people that never condemned Antifa or BLM throughout an entire year of them burning down cities, precincts, police precincts, and storming their capital as well. So the irony of this all is that now they have someone to point the finger at. As usual, Trump is used to taking the heat. He's used to taking it all the time. And Trump supporters, apparently Joe Biden hasn't gotten the message, we don't like you. And he continues to incite us and say that this violence, and he keeps attacking Trump supporters. These people have no intent of unifying with us. The Republican Party has proven time and time again that they are flip-floppers. They are not to be trusted. I've lost complete trust in this government, period, as I said in yesterday's show. And the bottom line is that we're at a point in time that we all know the election was robbed. And we don't have to go as far as election fraud. We can just go, as Dominion systems or nothing. Just based on state legislative laws, they broke every single law in the book. Trump got dealt the worst hand of history. Trump was on the way to a 2020 victory until COVID-19 hit. Nothing in life is a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that the Democrats decided to throw in a universal mail-in ballot program in the first stimulus package. It's not a coincidence that they filed 100 lawsuits prior to the elections to change election rules. This is not a coincidence. This was intentional. They knew what the outcome was. They knew if they created enough chaos, they would be able to just squeeze just enough votes to cheat right through the election. That's exactly what they did. And they did it again in Georgia. Right in front of our eyes. They did it right in front of our eyes. They have no shame in doing this. They do it right in front of our eyes. Republicans are dead. That's it. The party is dead. Trump brought something different. He had changed the party. He brought in more African Americans. He brought in Hispanics. He brought in unions, for God's sakes. He brought in the working class. He made the Republican Party what it originally stood for. And now, the progressives, the left-wingers, they've taken over the House, the Senate, and the presidency. All because these Republicans had no spine. These Republicans didn't stand up for the American people. And we are in this position now because of them. That being said, you can always remember and you can always tell yourself, you know what? I know I voted the right way. It's all you can do at this point. There's no surprises. There's no conspiracies. There's nothing that's going to happen. Joe Biden will be inaugurated January 20th. They knew this was going to happen in the midst of the night. They decided to go ahead and go on with the vote while people were sleeping. Most of the senators backed down. They were going to supposedly hit up every single state that was contested. They contested 2 states. That's it. 2 states. Nothing more. And it went just right about their business. Certified the election. They didn't care about anything else. Pretty much cleaned their ass with 75 million people. So America, my best advice that I can give you is remember today, remember yesterday, and remember this year, 2020, and what the Republicans have done to you along with the Democrats. We already know Democrats are garbage. We already know what the Progressive Party stands for. But the fact that we were betrayed by our own party is hurtful. And I'm with you there. It's been hard for me to wrap my head around everything that's gone on throughout this election. It's been hard for me to wrap my head around how a senile, corrupt old man and a fake senator that will say anything to please anyone could have possibly won the presidency. But you know what? You reap what you sow. People will suffer because of this presidency. Okay? They will suffer, and people will realize they made the worst choice in their life. Now, all this nonsense that you're hearing about invoking Amendment 25, there's a purpose behind this. This is nothing more than the Democrats trying to set the playing field to make sure that Donald Trump does not run again in 2024. Because they know they're not going to be able to cheat themselves out of that one. Because all eyes are going to be there. And that is really the reason behind why they want to get him out there. Because usually when a president is hit with Amendment 25, they can't run for president again. And if you impeach a president and it goes to the Senate and it's an official impeachment, they can't run for president either. That's why they're going through these erratic emotions. They want to kill the MAGA movement. They want to kill the America First movement. They're trying to cancel us as we speak. They are canceling us, we the people. Apparently 75 million plus people don't matter because there's people that support Trump just didn't go out there and vote. We can't assume that only voters that voted for Trump are Trump supporters. And that being said, there was a tragedy in the Capitol. And I agree with that. A woman, an unarmed woman, was shot in the neck. Where's the outcries? Where's the mainstream media talking about it? Where's anybody saying anything about the poor woman that got shot unarmed by a state police officer? When George Floyd was shot, killed, everyone went crazy. Cities were burning. And he was a criminal. A man that put a gun to a pregnant woman's head. But the world was feeling bad. George Floyd, they made him a martyr. They made him look as if he was Martin Luther King. Yet a veteran, a woman that served our country for 14 years, was shot point blank in the neck by by DC police. Not a word about it. Because she was a Trump supporter. She was exactly what Hillary Clinton said, a deplorable. Didn't matter. Her life didn't matter. So you should be frustrated. You should be angry, but you should go on with your life. Because this isn't everything. These dummies that voted for Joe Biden, including the dead ones, these don't have any idea what they did. They voted based on hate. And they're going to get that in return. These people voted against themselves. They're morons. They're idiots. Now it's your turn to be on the offensive side. We've been attacked for 4 years straight. We've been ridiculed. We've been called every name in the book. But now it's our turn. Now we get to sit back and tell people, look at what you've done. Look at what Biden's doing. We're going to be able to laugh. When Biden is in a meeting with a leader and can't talk for more than 5 minutes without making a mistake. Enjoy the ride because you weren't a part of it. You simply got the shorter end of the stick like I did. And like many, many Americans did, 75 million did. We know election fraud occurred. To me, Joe Biden will be president. To me, he's not my president. He's the president of the United States. But personally, he's not my president. And I will always look at him like an illegitimate, corrupt president. Bottom line, nobody's going to change my mind. For 4 years, they did hashtag not my president. And something that, furthermore, to see where in the direction this country is headed, we are seeing right now single-handedly what they're doing to Donald Trump. They're shutting down all stores that are Trump stores. Shopify's doing this. Okay? Big tech, they've shut down Donald Trump's Facebook and Twitter page. Do you understand how serious this is? This is the president of the United States of America. And a piece of shit pussy like Mark Zuckerberg is censoring the president of the United States of America. And Congress and the Senate are allowing it. This is the president, the highest office in our land. And big tech, a punk kid that's worth billions of dollars, is censoring the president of the United States, along with Dorsey and all the other big tech companies. They will be blocking him. They will be persecuting him. They will be attacking him. This man's life, he put his life on the line for America. And in return, what he's going to get is constant attacks from the left, even after he walks out of the presidency. This man sacrificed everything, his wealth, his fame, his friends, for America. That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. Those sacrifices weren't enough. At the end of the day, they still robbed us from this great president. Am I upset with Donald Trump? Absolutely. I wish he would have handled things differently, but nothing is perfectly planned. And proving a voter fraud case is hard as hell in 2 months. It takes federal prosecutors 5 years to build a case against someone who does something as simple as mortgage fraud. Imagine building a case for voter fraud. But from what we have seen, us Americans, we know voter fraud occurred. I would send a message to the Proud Boys. As much as I am not a fan of the leadership, I would send them a message and I would let them know to dismantle, to get rid of anything, because you are going to be targeted. Just like people like me will be targeted. I will be censored, as I was censored for a week on Twitch, as I will be censored on different platforms. I'm ready. I know what's coming my way. I don't care. I will keep speaking the truth, and I will keep fighting for this country. I am a true Republican. I'm not a rhino. I'm not a piece of shit like Mitch McConnell. I consider myself a Republican because I love what the Republican principles stand for. I love the Constitution of this country. I love the freedoms this country offers. And the history of the Republican Party is the most beautiful history you can read in any historic book. The Republican Party has made every major movement in this country. It's all been done by us. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to learn to take the loss and cope with it and deal with it. Yes, people are going to be bragging on Facebook. I've already had to unfriend about 100 people. People are going to criticize you. People are going to gloat. People are going to laugh at the fact that we thought we had hope, because apparently hope now is a negative thing. Apparently being a hopeful person, apparently being positive, and apparently supporting your president is a bad thing now. All I can tell you is just go on with your lives. Go on with your lives. And if those people that are criticizing you or making fun of you, if they're not a productive part of your life, just X them out of your life. This is personal advice I'm giving now. This is my opening statement pretty much, because it's just, I don't see a path for Trump. He doesn't have the support. He's pretty much telling Americans that he is going to do the transition process. He's not using the words concede, because in his mind and in 75 million people's minds, they robbed this election. So he refuses to concede. He's just saying he's going to go through the process, the constitutional process of passing over the presidency to Joe Biden, meaning that he doesn't agree with the results, and by no means is he conceding. So, that being said, that is my opening statement. We have Dr. Q on the turntables. What's up, Dr. Q?
What's up? What's up?
I mean, has reality hit for you yet, buddy?
A little.
Guys, if I read you text by text what this man has been sending me all day today, he has been, let me tell you, I've had to take more Xanax than I've ever taken in my entire life. This man can drive you crazy with his conspiracy theories, but finally reality has slapped him in the face. So when are you going to go see your therapist?
What was that?
When are you going to go see the psychiatrist?
Probably tomorrow. I have an appointment. So.
I mean, so right now you're pretty much convinced it's over, right? Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
Do you feel homeless in today's American political world? Not really into either candidate or party? Well, guess what? You're not alone. Join me and others just like you across this great country for a discussion of politics from a viewpoint that you can't find in today's media, the middle. I'm your host, Brian Grozier, and I invite you to join in on the discussion by downloading and listening to the Middle American Podcast.
No, I'm somewhat, but
you know it's over. We can only laugh about this.
I really.
Devils resigns.
I mean,
everybody's resigning.
Yeah, but what you have to understand is this is the only plan to find out who is truly with him and who's not.
Listen,
these people are resigning because they are fraud.
Q, look. They're resigning because this is part of the process of when a new team is coming in. Because they know they're going to be replaced.
Believe it.
This is part of the transition process. If you haven't seen it before pan out in previous elections, people begin to resign once it's been certified. It's natural. These are not people betraying Donald Trump. These are people knowing that their job is not going to be around anymore.
I don't agree. I think these are
How can you not agree with this? This has happened in every election. What do you mean you don't agree?
I just.
You know how psychotic you sound saying that?
Beast.
Huh?
Donald Trump is a different beast, than any
other
president.
Listen. He's defeated, man. He's been defeated. He fought against something he couldn't beat. He's an amazing individual. He's powerful. I believe he will go in the history books as one of the greatest presidents of our time. I don't even think he's going to run in 2024, to be honest with you. I don't foresee him running again. I foresee him picking a good candidate, someone that he thinks is going to change this country, and he's going to back him up, and he's going to keep that mega movement going, and he's going to be involved in elections and in House elections on people that he's specific. And you better believe that when Brian Kemp comes up for re-election, Donald Trump is going to be there to make sure that he does not win the election. But his time is done. His time is done. Listen, I'm not arguing with you about the election fraud. I know it happened. Most Americans know it happened. All Democrats know it happened. They got away with it. Like they get away with everything. Hillary Clinton scrubs out emails. James Comey lies under oath. They get away with it. It is what it is. We are unfortunate that it's a double standard in this country and justice never prevails.
You just said everything you wanted in your first, opening statement. So now can I talk for a minute here, please?
You're cutting me off on my own show, you piece of shit?
No, I'm asking you. I'm just like, you're
go, bro. I just want to, I'm trying to let it simmer in your head because you'll come up with something else you'll see on Parler, and then tomorrow morning you'll be driving me crazy again via text. I can't take you. You're giving me high blood pressure.
So, this is what I think. I did not hear him concede, and the words he said gave me hope and I'm sure not just me. I'm sure millions of other Trumpers. I really think what he's doing is he's getting rid of the trash, and that's the only way to find out who the trash is. And
come on, man. Come on, man. Are you stupid?
When are you gonna admit defeat, my man? Jesus Christ!
Can I talk?
This is a man that you want. Let me tell you, if you're starving in a desert and you have no water, this is the guy you want right by your side, motivating you. Because he'll be there telling you, "Don't worry, we're gonna find water." Just take
Can I talk, please?
Go ahead.
Go on mute, man, so I can talk. All right.
Go ahead.
So, the Democrats, it's not just the 25th Amendment because they want to stop him from ever being president again. No, I'm serious. They want to stop him because if just say he is going to do something. They're trying to take his powers away because they know he has such an incredible power right now as president and the things he can do to them. I'm just saying. So they're trying to take away all the powers they can as quick as possible and get him out of the office immediately so he has no power to do anything. This closing down his stores or whatever and you know his social media sites, that's nothing. He was expecting that.
He already moved to Parler, man.
But I'm saying we were all expecting that. Okay? So that's nothing new. I mean, maybe it's just like, you know, my prayers that I'm you know, I'm praying, you know, but or maybe it's just my intuition. Maybe it's just what he said. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking.
Yes,
but I think
there you go. You nailed it.
I think he has something up his sleeve. I don't think he's.
What is he? Yeah, he does a shirt.
Listen, he's been in this, and he knows what kind of machine was after him. Okay, he didn't start this to not end it, and I really think that he's going to end it, and it's not going to be good for them. I really do.
Look, what Donald Trump is doing right now is he's packing his bags.
He what?
He's packing his bags and getting everything ready.
Well, that's a different story. when we see the moving trucks.
Like, guys, if you knew,
Dumb and Dumber.
If you knew, if you knew Dr. Q like I know him, you would understand why he makes me laugh so much and why I bring him up to the show. Because this is a man that doesn't give in. I mean, it's like there's 2 weeks left. I mean, he's pretty much already said his farewell speech. It's like he still thinks, dude, there's nothing he's gonna do. There's nothing. The heat that got brought, he does not have the support to do whatever he needs to do. You do not see. I told
you before.
The problem is
Pence was a traitor.
You do not.
I told you Pence was a traitor.
Listen,
and
you do not.
How much of a traitor he really is.
You do not see. The thing is with you is that you do not see that everybody was waiting for something. Everybody was waiting for something that they could.
What to me?
No. I'm talking about everybody was waiting for something that they could utilize to get rid of this whole election fraud thing that Trump was pushing. And the attack on the Capitol was enough.
Right.
That's it. They had, it gave every Loeffler, who's going to be there, for like a couple more weeks, she's gone. She turned her back on him. I mean, these people have no spine. These people have, they're looking at him as if he did something wrong when all he did was rally up people like he normally does.
Okay, so what I see with this Capitol, I see it being complete Antifa and BLM. I don't see it being any kind of
That's already been
debunked.
Patriots. That's already been debunked. As a matter of fact, the guy wearing the Viking outfit is
Bullshit.
a huge QAnon guy. Huge. He's actually extremely famous. No, it's 100%. It's been confirmed. He's in
I'll bet money on it. I'll bet money he's not QAnon. I'll bet money.
He's come out in magazines with the Q on his chest. I mean, that guy is like one of the main guys from QAnon. He was one of the reasons Facebook banned QAnon.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't happen.
Yes, sir.
QAnon wouldn't do that. No patriot would go and barge their ways into there. I'm telling you right now, it was not any patriot at all.
Listen, they didn't barge in there. They were allowed in.
Bullshit.
They were allowed
what are you talking
in.
About? Did you see them breaking the glass?
Listen, the front line, they allowed them in. The cops allowed them in. They moved out of the way. Look at the footage.
I understand that.
It almost feels like this was a giant
did you see
setup.
Them breaking into the windows?
Yeah, I saw them breaking into the window, through one window. That's all I saw. I mean, they made it look like windows were being torn apart everywhere. I saw one incident where they were breaking into one side of the window. But the front line...
Let me ask you something, Jay. Jay, all this supposedly people died, okay? If somebody dies, what happens normally?
You know who I am? You know who I am going to vote for? And I'm going to put all my support into?
I just asked you a question.
Dan Crenshaw. Dan Crenshaw came out on TV today, and Dan Crenshaw said to all the Republicans he said, you guys have no courage, you guys are cowards, and you guys lied to all the Trump supporters. That man has stood strong. He has got my vote in 2024 if he runs. He's got my vote 100%. I will do what I've never done in any election. I will go out there and I will campaign. I will invest money. I will throw all the money I have to get this fucking guy elected.
All right. Do I have a platform here?
No, not really. It's my platform. It's called The Republican Nation, starring Jay Saber. But go ahead. I'll give you Dr. Q.
Questions. Every time I talk, you just
listen. Look, quiet, and then I can put you back. That's how it works. Go ahead. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Go.
Okay, so what happens, especially in the Capitol, if somebody dies or more than one person dies? What happens, Jay?
Nothing. The FBI comes in and investigates.
Yeah, they block everything off. There's no way they're having any kind of sessions of anything at all. Something is up with this situation. I don't know what it is. I call fraud. I call some serious. There's some kind of BS. I'm telling you, there's some kind of BS.
Listen, the FBI was there, and just so you understand something, where the shooting.
Okay, so how do they still have the certification for the votes?
Because the Capitol is extremely big. It's not just in one section.
It would still be closed down, Jay.
It would not be closed down. It would not be closed down. It would be isolated. The area where the crime scene took place would be isolated, and they would begin their investigations there.
I don't believe it, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, I saw the lady with my own eyes die. I saw the life.
You didn't see anything.
You
saw what they wanted you to see.
I saw the woman's video of the life come right out of her eyes. I saw it.
Listen, I don't care what it looked like. From what I seen, there was a lot of actors there too. So, I don't know. I just feel something's really fishy about the whole situation.
And just for the record, so people remember her name, because everybody likes to talk about George Floyd. Fuck George Floyd. Her name was Ashley Babbitt. She was a real patriot, not a criminal, not a drug addict like Hunter Biden or like George Floyd. She was a real American patriot that fought for our country. Her name is Ashley Babbitt. Keep that in your minds and in your hearts forever. Because they made George Floyd look like a martyr, like if he's something special. He was nothing more than a criminal from the streets that was arrested in the process of committing a crime and was under the influence of several different drugs, and he was a criminal, and a city burned to the ground, as CNN called it, a peaceful protest, and this woman was shot dead by Capitol Police, and she was a veteran, a woman, and unarmed, and posed no threat to anyone. There was law enforcement surrounding her. She was not there by herself. There was law enforcement right behind her, and they still shot her. But she doesn't matter because she's a Trump supporter. Doesn't matter what she sacrificed for this country. Doesn't matter what a patriot she is for this country. She was a Trump supporter. That's all. That's all. As long as she was labeled as a Trump supporter.
I call BS on something around in that situation. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying she's not dead.
I mean, they've confirmed. They've confirmed that some. You have to understand something, Q. Antifa is an opportunist group. They are not an opportunist group. This is why I've always said that Trump supporters have a lot in common with the Antifa members. Antifa's anti-government. So if they see an opportunity where Trump supporters are upset and they see an opportunity to attack the government, this is exactly what they do. They're anti-government. So yeah, they're going to storm the Capitol. Pretty much what you had there was a unification of Antifa with angry Trump supporters. That is what you had. And do I blame the Trump supporters for going in there? No, I don't. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them at all.
I don't blame them at all.
I don't think
they wanted their voices. They wanted their voices to be heard. They wanted their voices to be heard.
You could tell who was Trump supporters and who wasn't.
No, you cannot. You cannot judge somebody by the way they look.
These are people that were not creating any problems. They might have been in there, like in the lobby. They were not creating any problems. They weren't bashing anything.
There wasn't. But overall, when you look at the pictures, there wasn't much damage done. Nowhere near what Antifa and Black Lives Matter has done. Nowhere near.
You could tell, Jay. You can tell who was Antifa. Okay, you could tell by their prior riots and how they portray themselves and exactly how they work. They all have cameras. Okay, they all have backpacks. Okay, they got dressed up like these patriots. And if you look on the video, you see all these people with cameras. Like it's just so obvious. This was all Antifa. I'm not saying there wasn't a few patriots, but they weren't creating problems. They might have been there, but they weren't creating problems like they were. I'm telling you right now. We're going to find out a bunch of fraud in this situation. This is a setup by the Democrats. They made this happen on purpose. I'm telling you right now, it was a stage act on purpose to maybe create the illusion of something looking like it's not. It is, but it's not. To all the other Republicans that were voting, and I don't know. That's how they messed with their emotions, and either that or the Republicans that were voting that were not going against the votes, the certifications were with the deep state too. I don't know. But something's just not right in this situation. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is that we've never seen an attack. We've never seen an attack on the Capitol like this. It's never happened. We've never breached inside. And you know what? I admire those people that breached it. They showed Congress they're not untouchable. They showed Congress they're not untouchable. I don't mean I'm not inciting violence, but they stepped in there. Most of them, I can tell you by what I saw, they had no intent of committing any violence. There was no weapons. None of them had weapons.
Right,
they were in there taking pictures on Nancy Pelosi's chair. I mean, they were having pretty much a good time showing them that they could stop this. People call this a coup. This wasn't a coup. This is more like an insurrection. A coup would take a lot more people, and again,
insurrection.
What they did what they did yesterday, they were trying to stop an electoral process. So,
yeah, but it wasn't an organized insurrection.
Yeah,
okay?
it was. That's why it's not a coup. That's why I'm saying it's not a coup. It was an insurrection. But nevertheless, look. They put Trump in a bad spot. They put Trump in a very bad spot because first it put Republicans in a perfect spot, and it put Trump in a bad spot. It gave Republicans the ammunition to not keep fighting forward, and then it gave Donald Trump negative news as usual. Things for people to keep talking about, and they're going to continue to talk about for the next couple weeks. And you know what's going to fade away? Like it's been fading away. The Hunter Biden investigation, Maxwell.
Well, we still didn't get the Durham report, and hopefully that comes out.
You want me to tell you something? What needs to be done? A special counsel needs to be hired, needs to be assigned to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. A special counsel needs to be assigned to the election.
It won't matter.
It would, because they're unbiased, and the report would come out. They could still suppress the report. The AG could still suppress the report, and the AG would be under Biden's administration. So, I mean, look, again,
that's what I'm saying.
for anyone to trust this government, you have to be insane. This government is a government full of lies, deceit. The American people don't control the government. We think we do. We've never had control of this government. For decades, we haven't. I'll give you a perfect example. John F. Kennedy, when he was going to expose the government, 6 months later, shot. He was shot. I mean, the only thing I can see Trump doing as his last moments is maybe declassifying documents, but I think they'll still stop him from declassifying documents. Again, this is a man, and I'm going to tell you.
They can't stop him.
They can stop him. They can stop him.
No, they can't.
They'll find a way to stop him. And I can tell you, this is a man that he's already talking to staff, telling him that he's thinking about pardoning himself because he knows what's coming for defending America. Remember, guys, just remember this in your mind. This was a billionaire. This was a billionaire that sacrificed everything. He lost $1 billion while he was working, while he was president of the United States. This man sacrificed his funds, his money, his livelihood, his reputation. And in the end of the day, they're going to be going after him till the day this man dies. They will not stop. They're going to try to stop the movement that he's created. He has changed the Republican Party permanently. And I want to see how these Republicans, when they come back for re-election, how in the hell they're going to be able to stand up to their constituents and say that they fought for their voices. They're not going to be able to, because this was all a little circus they formed for us, a show. That's all it was.
Jay,
it was a grand performance.
That is why I don't think it's over, because if it was over, he is effed, and he knows it. The deep state is not going to leave him alone. They're going to destroy him, his family, everything.
They are.
That's why
and that is what is exactly what's going to happen. Right,
but that's why I don't think it's over. I think he is coming hard at them. I just have a weird feeling about it. I'm telling you, it could be my faith, whatever it is. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. And if it's not, we're going to find out very, very soon. Very soon. I think it's going to hit hard. And don't believe that these people don't have some serious criminal problems. Pelosi, she made millions and billions of dollars. Okay, she is completely a criminal, completely. So I guarantee, if something happens, they're all going down. I think this is going to be the most incredible situation ever, other than the steal of the election. This might be like a celebration. I don't know. I'm praying. That's all I gotta say. I'm praying. So I have faith, and you know me. I'm always optimistic. So,
but you also have to be realistic.
Yeah, and I'm being realistic. He has enough power to do what he needs to do, and he had enough time to set this up and get it ready for what I think he knows what he's in for, And he set this up for the longest time, according to what we know, for years before he started even, trying to become a president. He was setting this up. So, we'll see. That's all I can say. We will see.
Yeah, we will see the inauguration of Joe Biden. That is what we're gonna see.
I owe somebody $2,000.
I don't know. I'm dodging some of these debt collectors. I'm unfriending them quicker than So OANN, the news network, is reporting that President Trump is considering declassifying all files on Joe Biden.
What I tell you, it's going to hit hard.
It's not going to hit hard. Stop giving my listeners false hope.
You just gave him false hope. I didn't. I didn't say anything.
I mean, this is just beyond. I would think the FBI could get through Hunter's laptop in less than a full day. Seems like a lot of stuff to review. After all, we are talking about the possible president of the United States. Emphasis on possible. I think you could do it. I mean, Lynn Wood continues to tweet stuff out. I mean, he apparently has laptops, Hunter Biden's laptops.
He has everything. Let's put it like this: they have the evidence of everything, and I just like I said, I just think he's been setting this up for the longest time, and he knows what he's in for, and he's ready to play, and he's going to take it to the fullest. I don't think it's over, Jay. I don't think it's over, and I think the Democrats know that, and they're scared to death. That's what I think. Because he has so much power as president, even for these last 14 days, 13, whatever it is. He has unlimited power, and they know it.
I mean, I don't I feel so bad. I'm looking, this is why I guess at some point you have to have some sort of control over social media, because sometimes people spread so much false information. And they give so much people hope on things that are over. I mean, people like you, Dr. Q, that you're giving hope to people.
Jay, you don't know. You look at something that sounds really good and you just say conspiracy. What if it's not a conspiracy? What if it's actually fact, but we don't know that yet? So you can't just sit there and say something's a conspiracy when you have no proof.
I gave Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt. What are you talking about? I've been fighting for him for 2 months. He said January 6th.
But you've been
January 6th.
Down on him constantly.
No. I've been realistic.
How many times did I have to pick you up? Listen, don't worry about it. He always comes through. He's going to win. He's going to this.
You have not picked me up. You've been giving me motivational speeches because I've been a realist. January 6th was a day that I thought I was going to get transparency. I didn't get any of that. I just got a lot of entertainment, a lot of videos of people going into the Capitol, but that's it.
I understand that. Believe me, I'm the same way. I completely, and half the Americans, half the people in the world are like that too. Huge.
I mean, look, people post up all sorts of stuff. Like they're posting up pictures of aircraft skies all day today, like military aircraft all over the United States, traveling everywhere in the United States. Again, but
I didn't see that one.
What's that?
I didn't see that one.
I mean, you just got to scroll down to the idiocy that I see in Parler. That's why I can't engage in Parler. That's why I log into Parler and I log out, because I mean if you look at
that's what I'm saying, Jay. Jay, what if it's true, Jay? What if it's actually facts and you just don't believe it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a 50-50 chance, Jay. let's say 70-30, right?
Okay.
We'll give that to you, right? There's still a 30% chance, Jay.
Okay, listen. Let's be more realistic.
Saying,
Give me a bigger number.
Say 30% chance that it's fact. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. And that's the
I find it ironic, right? So Twitter blocks off Donald Trump's tweets, right? The president of the United States.
Yeah.
But the Iranian prime minister who threatened Donald Trump's life, his Twitter account is still opened. And that tweet is still there. It's still there.
Oh, yeah. It's communism. Complete communism.
Communism? That's not even communism, my friend. That is beyond communism. That is another country, a prime minister threatening the life of the president of the United States.
It's treason. It's treason. It's treason for these tech companies. You know what I mean? There's some serious. See, I think that, like I said, all the freaking scum is coming out that he didn't know about, and now he knows, and he's finding out more and more. Maybe one more day he'll go by before he does something, and he'll know exactly who the bad actors are. They're coming out like roaches. That's what I think. They're all showing their true colors that they didn't before, and they're creating crimes, treasonous crimes. That's what I think. But hey, 30% chance, right?
Not even.
I
You're giving yourself way too high of a percentile. I'm sorry.
I don't think so, man. I really don't.
Think more like 0.0000001%.
I don't think so. Think about this, Jay. If you were opened up a can of worms and you knew no matter what, you're done, wouldn't you go for the finale and try? Think about that one. No matter what. Because you lose no matter what. If you don't try, you lose big time. If you try, you might win. And the best thing is, the Democrats, so you hit them when they're least expecting it.
And you were really hopeful.
I got faith. Like I said, this is not political. This is God versus the devil. That's what this is.
Okay, you went crazy on me there.
Come on,
I didn't go crazy on you. Being factual.
You're not being
It's
factual.
evil versus good. Yes, it's
Well,
evil versus good, Jay.
that I can say. Evil versus good, I can say that.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
But again, I mean, look, nothing there. There's nothing here. There's nothing there.
Why? Because you say so?
Because I'm looking at it, man.
Who cares what you're looking at?
I'm listening to what Donald Trump is saying.
Doesn't matter, Jay. I listened to what he said too, and there's no conceit in there, and it sounds more than what you're saying.
Okay, just to reiterate, these were the words of Donald Trump, and then you tell me.
I know what words he said. I can tell you what words he said.
Yeah, I can tell you what word I want to call you too.
What words came out at me?
Look.
In the middle. No. You listen to me for a second here. In the middle, it says at the end. He says, those that broke the law will pay. Okay, and at the end he says, this incredible journey is only just beginning. That tells me it's not over, and people are going to jail.
It really hurts my feelings to constantly be debunking you, man. But
you're not debunking me.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem.
I told you what he said.
Immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay. We have just been through an intense election and emotions are high, but now tempers must be cooled and calm restored. We must get on with the business of America. My campaign vigorously pursued every legal avenue to contest the election results. My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote. In so doing, I was fighting to defend American democracy. I continue to strongly believe that we must reform our election laws to verify the identity and eligibility of all voters and to ensure faith and confidence in all future elections. Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power. This moment calls for healing and reconciliation. 2020 has been a challenging time for our people. A menacing pandemic has upended the lives of our citizens, isolated millions in their homes, damaged our economy, and claimed countless lives. Defeating this pandemic and rebuilding the greatest economy on earth will require all of us working together. It will require a renewed emphasis on the civic values of patriotism, faith, charity, community, and family. We must revitalize the sacred bonds of love and loyalty that bind us together as one national family. To the citizens of our country, serving as your president has been the honor of my lifetime. And to all of my wonderful supporters, I know you are disappointed, but I also want you to know that our incredible journey is only just beginning. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
That's a concession, my friend.
It's not a concession.
It is, and even your voice changed because now you heard it again for the second time.
I told you exactly
I mean,
what
dude,
he
just said, now it's time for for the transition of a new leadership. I mean, he's saying it. That's
He didn't
it.
say leadership. New administration. That
New
doesn't mean
administration.
Biden.
What do you think? What the fuck do you? Oh my God! Are you fucking nuts? Are you crazy? Are you off? Are you off the railings here? That's it. That's as far as you're gonna get Trump to concede. That man is never gonna use the word concede. I'm telling you, his ego's too big. He will never concede. That is as close as you're gonna get to him conceding. That is him conceding. That's it. It's over. There you go. I remember that one. When you listen, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You can come to my house. I have Xanax. I can hook you up. I got you. It'll take that edge off. You'll feel great. You'll feel like $1 million, and you won't even be thinking about elections.
You know the worst. You know the worst life after that. The worst addiction in life.
I mean, I'm just being realist, man. I every avenue I thought that he had a path, I said it, man. I mean, every place that I thought he could win, I was there thinking he was gonna win. Every time that he said there was fraud, I was waiting for the evidence, waiting for it to be exposed, waiting for the Kraken to be released, waiting for Sidney Powell to get things done, waiting for Lynn Wood to get things done. Nothing happened. Was he dealt a horrible hand? Yeah, he was dealt a horrible hand, but he was dealt that hand, and there's nothing we can do about it. That's it. He's saying the journey's not over because he is probably either planning. I don't think he's gonna run for president again. I don't see him running for president again. Although he would be Joe Biden's age running for president, but I don't see him running for president. I do see him being involved in politics if they leave him alone. There's that case in New York, which I don't even know what that case in New York is involving. I mean, to begin with,
against him.
yeah, I mean, to begin with, it should be it should be a case that should be thrown out since the prosecutor ran on putting Donald Trump behind bars. I mean, that right there is just overall extraordinarily weird for me. But that being said, I don't know what the case is in New York, but apparently he's going to have legal issues when he gets out of the presidency. He will have
more
legal.
than that.
Huh?
It's going to be way more than just legal. I mean, Christ.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying, Jay. I don't see him
No
giving up because he
president.
knows what's in
No
front of him.
no president has ever gone through what this man has gone through.
Right.
And the
And he knows it.
sad
It's
thing
not
is,
just him; it's his family.
and the sad thing is, it hasn't even ended yet. The aftermath of all of this,
Jay.
the aftermath of all this is gonna be. I mean, he took heat for 4 years as president. After he leaves the presidency, after he leaves office, and he doesn't have that power he had before, boy, oh boy. I mean, again, these are state cases. These can all be beat with the money that Trump has. He can beat all these state cases. I mean, they're state cases. They're a joke. But nevertheless, I wouldn't be against him pardoning himself. I wouldn't. I would actually suggest, Mr. Trump, if you're listening to and you're tuning into my show, which you're not, but nevertheless, I'm going to say it anyways, pardon yourself. Pardon your entire family because they're coming for you. They want to break this movement. They want to tear it apart. The more that they can discredit you, the more that they can destroy your reputation, the more that they can attack you, they will do it. They will make you an example of when you disobey the socialist movement that's going on in this country right now. Our country as we know it is being flushed down the drain. And everybody is complicit to it. And I blame the mainstream media. I blame every single person involved in this. Everyone knows who's involved in this. All these people that played a part in this. You guys know all of you are involved in this. And for those of you who voted for Biden, don't start crying like little bitches when he doesn't start doing what you guys wanted. Don't start crying and expecting Republicans to come in there and save your asses. Because remember, at the end of the day, Republicans are the ones that are gunned, strapped, ready to rock and roll, and we're the ones with the balls. You're the ones that are snowflakes. You keep trying to call us snowflakes. You can't take our line. You were the ones yelling and screaming, not us. We've been taking it like a champ. We've been going through the legal process, but we didn't cry on the streets of New York like you guys did for Hillary Clinton. I can tell you that much. But, I mean, maybe I'm being a little aggressive because I'm a little upset. My tone has been a little bit different as of lately on my podcast. I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset. And it's normal to be upset. It's something that you have to deal with because nobody likes to lose. And I feel that I'm never gonna see a president like this in my lifetime again. And it's sad because we lost a really good leader. We lost an extremely good president, and it's sad to see that.
Did you look at this?
What?
Did you look at Linwood's parlor? Did you see those pictures?
What of Hunter Biden's laptop?
Yeah, look, bring the pictures close up.
Here we go. So basically, so you guys know, my friend here. All
No, I'm telling you. Look for yourself, Jay.
everything, all his contacts that he has in the Pentagon is Parler.
Jay, I just started going on Parler 2 days ago for the first time ever. Ever.
Hunter needs to get some dental work before he
Linwood.
attends. Man, how could this guy keep saying this?
Did you look at those pictures, Jay?
Linwood is psychotic, man. Wow, Hunter
No, Jay, look at
needs
the
to go
pictures,
see some
Jay.
dental work before he attends Trump inauguration on 1/20/21. How on earth is he?
Jay,
The pictures of the computer files?
yes.
What am I seeing here? A bunch of files.
No, you're looking at pictures.
Yes, of his computer files.
What are those pictures of, Jay?
What do you mean? What pictures?
That's Hunter Biden with little kids.
There's no pictures with Hunter Biden with little kids. Where are they?
You don't see them, Jay?
No, I see statements, bank statements.
Right where it says Joey Bryce Biden wants to be president. Right where it says, or is it just me? And then there's a picture there. So hit the picture and then bring it, whatchamacallit, zoom it in. Can you see it now?
I mean, but these are just women.
They're not women, dude. This is Hunter Biden. Don't you see him?
Yeah, but these are not
Kids,
underage
dude.
girls.
Bullshit. Bullshit. What are you talking about?
Did you want me to tell you what this is, man? This is a guy that loves to record the chicks that he has sex with. That's it.
I don't think so, Jay.
I mean, that.
All right. Well, you think it is. I can see what it is. So.
I mean, I don't know what you see here. Everything's blacked out. The pictures of the girls and apparently his pecker, which to be honest with you, in one picture it's been blurred out. It looks pretty fucking big. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's one blurred out picture there that it pretty much surpasses the girl's hands. So I mean, the guy's packing pretty good. Might have fucked up teeth. Sorry, I gotta make light of all this because I mean, all you can do is laugh instead of cry, right? You gotta laugh before. Yeah, right. No, you're just in full blown. Oh my God, Linwood just sent out another one 50 seconds ago.
Did he really?
My God, this guy doesn't stop. I don't know why Hunter Biden would show pictures of his teeth like that, bro. That is horrendous. That is horrifying. Jesus Christ. Wow. Those teeth are horrendous. How much crack did this guy do, man? I mean, it's pretty bad to get to that level. I mean, I don't like laughing at those situations, but...
What Linwood's saying is that this is going to come out.
You just don't stop. This is where your sources are. You go on Parler, you go to Linwood's page, and then boom, suddenly it triggers your manicness.
No, Jay. I just told you.
This is
literally the third time I was on Parler. I just got on here 2 days ago for the first time ever. That is it. I give you my word.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I like to follow. Oh, I think Trump created his page.
I think, like I said, I think something's more here, Jay. I think it's going to come.
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is Donald Trump. No, June 27th. Apparently, he joined today. I heard. So. He might not be here.
Like I said, I think this is just the beginning. I think the next.
They even suppressed Don Bongino today. They banned his Twitter account.
Oh yeah, they suppressed everybody, Jay.
Something. I mean,
all YouTube videos you can't get on.
Yeah, this is Donald Trump Jr. I mean,
Don't say
again,
it online, but you remember what I said to you about what's going to happen and how we're going to find out what he says, because all social media is going to be shut down.
I can't. What do you mean? What was shut down today?
No, all social media to him is going to be shut down. And to anybody else that's pretty much conservative, that's pretty much what it's come down to. It's going to get worse every day.
I mean, they're gonna be silencing us. I mean, that is for sure. I mean, they're gonna be silencing us. It is what it is, you know. So I mean, we have. I mean, it's. Let me see how many videos this thing has here. Okay, cool. I have a couple. Okay,
You see what it says, right?
we got a few subscribers on Rumble. Not bad. I'm getting there.
It says the password's inside the quotes, Jay.
The what?
The password.
What?
It's inside the quotes.
What in the world are you talking about? What
I guess he's telling you the way to get into these pictures for yourself.
Oh my God, Linwood does. I wonder if the detailed diagram prepared by the FBI to show Biden connections to China. Someone did good investigation work to prepare this damning chart. Guess that means it was not Chris. Wow, Hunter needs to get some dental. What are you talking about?
Keep going down to the the one that says 1 hour ago.
God, I cannot believe I'm streaming live on podcast and I'm here looking through Lynn Wood's weird ass allegations.
Listen, who cares what
Job by what? Pence emails?
No, it says 1 hour ago. 1 hour exactly. 1 hour ago.
What are you talking
That's
about? Please understand, I was provided this password with the representation that another or others possess the file to which the password applies. Hence, my statement that I do not know the contents of the file, nor do I know the identities of those who. And what is it?
Hopefully reveal the truth that can, but the password is inside the quotes. Conceded.com.
Yeah, what's gonna happen here? This guy. Lynn Wood is starting to turn into Alex Jones. This guy apparently is gonna open up his own Alex Jones show. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, what if what he says is true? You know?
No, it's not. It's not. And
Jay, you can't say no. It's fucking not. You don't know. You can't say that, Jay.
I don't. I have an inside source.
Even if there's a 10% chance.
I have an inside source in the Pentagon that tells me otherwise.
Yeah, sure you do.
I do. Yeah. His name's Dr. Q, and he's been wrong every way, for every way of the avenue. Ladies and gents.
Jay, it's not over yet, Jay.
Okay. Apparently, Lynn Wood motivated you a little bit. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he's going to help you sleep tonight. That being said, prepare yourself for the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden.
If the 20th comes and nothing else comes, of course.
Yeah, we have $1,000 bet on the line here.
Yep.
But that being said, thank you so much for being on the show again, man. It's always a pleasure to have you here. I like having you as my co-host. You're an amazing person. And you know I love you big time, man. I mean, I wish, you know, as much as anybody else, I wish Donald Trump could win this election, but there's no pathway. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm sorry I'm keeping these podcasts longer than what they usually are, but I mean, we're living in different times and there's more to talk about, you know, and I'm trying to be a voice for you guys. I'm trying to be the voice of reason. I'm trying to make sure that everyone out there at least has a realistic view of what's going to happen. Again, God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless this beautiful country we call America.
Where we go one, we go all.
We will make America great again.